At Filey. I lived here 40 years ago. It's now about 12 miles from where we live at present in Bridlington. That bungalow halfway up the hillside is one that we considered buying about 10 years ago. It was on the market for about £72,000. I wonder what it'd be worth today. When I lived here, where that block of flats is now, deep Dean, it used to be an old broken down hotel. It was in disrepair and it was more or less abandoned for years. And then the land was bought and they built this block of flats about 12 years ago now. Nice little houses on the hillside there. Of course, all looking out to sea. It's a place that hasn't changed much over the years. And there you've got the old cobble landing. Most of the old fishing boats from there, cobbles. And of course we turn on then, you go on to Filey Brigg, which is a stretch of rocks that goes out into the sea. You can actually walk on there to the end. In fact, when I was young, there used to be a cafe right at the beginning of that. I struggled to get there though. And many people got caught on there with the tide. There used to be an escape route, ladders up the cliff side there. Here we have what's left of the cobble fleet. There's about 4 or 5. There used to be about 14 when I lived here.
There's one out there. This one's broken.
This is the centre of shopping street as such. Yeah. This is the prison, which the old houses and hotels are now being turned mainly into apartments. I did a bit of filming from Heartbeat from one of these. I remember the doctor was in a room there. In fact, I think it was that one there, wasn't it? Was that one at the end, wasn't it?
One in.
One in. Beautiful flower beds there. I'm just changing them. No rare wares from Mr. Hawley today, but I found a fish pond. This is the famous Filey Brigg. As you can see, there is a sort of a path that was down there. Going back years ago, as I say, there used to be a little shop on there, cafe, and used to have a Land Rover. Used to roll down to take the stores in there. This is the other side of Filey Brigg. When we were young ones, we used to make our way around here, do a bit of fishing in the sea. If you got caught off with the tide, there's some old steel ladders up the side somewhere down there. You used to be able to escape. And quite a few got caught out when the tide came in. This is a spot where my oldest lad Andrew will remember well. He used to sit there doing a bit of fishing many a time. And of course when we had the boat, we used to sit out there doing the fishing. I don't think there's many fish left in the sea around here these days. Gulls are all nesting now. There you go, the sun's shining on Scarver now. There we are at the end of the cliff top, looking down on Filey Brigg, and where you can see the marker buoy right out there. That's where you can walk to when the tide's low, and it comes in fairly quickly. So the secret is to make your way back at least 2 hours before high tide. There they all are, doing a spot of fishing, if you can find some. It used to be a favourite spot of mine, did that. I think there's a sewage outlet somewhere around there, the fish tend to feed around there a bit. No stopping the Stig now, she's out and about everywhere. A bit tempting though, near that cliff edge.
Even off your nose.
As you can see, it's a beautiful day. And also we lived further down the road now. At the end of these cliffs is Flamborough Head, and we're about another 5 miles south of that. Just take a fishing boat out, little 14-foot fishing boat from Filey and going fishing off Flamborough Head. Very dangerous in such a small boat, but of course we didn't bother in those days. Good advert for Panasonic that. There we have our little tour of Filey coming to an end. I think I might just have to take a picture of the railway station for Mr. Hawley. Yeah, very disappointed if I've been out and not taken a picture of a train.
It's all easy.
Oh, no flash. Filey station. I leave Filey via Muston Road. The house coming up here on the left hand side is the one we used to live in many years ago. It's the one just in front of this car, yeah, with the frogs on the wall there. Time ago, looks to have deteriorated quite somewhat since I was up.